Rush Limbaugh's wit and wisdom has blessed the lives of many Americans. You can hear some of that here on the James Hendricks Show. Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. I meant to podcast to you guys Monday, but I went on vacation to Wills Point. And there were some family, opening up a can of worms of family revelation. And of course, this is not the time or the place. However, as a result of what's happened this weekend, I have made an executive decision. After airing an episode on August 19th, I will suspend my show between August 19th and August 29th. This is a hard decision for me to make, but I'm having to make some difficult in-house decisions. Plus, well, from what I'm gathering, the news is very reactive right now. It's a hot button. And I have to take time to focus more on my personal development podcast and my personal issues. Now, that being said, the two news stories I'm going to focus on in Biden's masterpiece of misery is this. That episode is it's from the news source is AMAC, Association of Mature American Citizens. They got a kind of like a journal so that has news articles and stuff. One of the things that they talked about is the Iran New Deal for free oil. Now I'm going to say this: both parties have been trying to sell out the countries who don't necessarily like us. No, we don't need sellouts. You know, some people are complaining about this America First deal. And I don't care what perspective you are, whether you're a Trumper or a never Trumper. I gotta say this: if you're a never Trumper at this point, where it's kind of like it's somebody else or nothing, you're picking a losing fight. Okay, that's the reactive culture, and that's not tolerated on the James Hendricks Show. However, I can understand the valid points. There would be times for some new blood, okay? I'm not against that if it comes down to it. But the fact of the matter is, Trump's popularity is pretty high right now. Most likely, he is going to run. But he'll probably wait until after the election year. Of course, I know the elections will probably get nationalized, so it's only going to be interesting from here. But I think that they could take the House easy. The Senate, I think it's a possibility. Now, I'm not a pollster. I don't want to be a pollster. But I think it's definitely proved that they can take the House. The Senate, I would love none better than have the House and Senate to take the power away from liberal socialists. Okay? And to some degree, it's kind of like it's not an issue of left versus right. It's kind of like positive, common dang sense. Okay? Because all this liberal crap, defund the police, and this Trump thing, Russia, I just have to be honest with you. And quite frankly and bluntly, I'm sorry. I cannot tolerate it. I cannot tolerate it. And this repeat cycle, wash cycle of COVID, Gen 6. The time that before we had to make some major decisions in my family, I got to talking to some family members. And the general consensus around the dinner table is the same consensus I'm thinking for the American people. They're sick and tired of hearing about COVID. They're sick and tired of hearing about January 6th. And so these reactors that prefer to stir up the pot, We got a problem. Alright, here's another news story. Biden plans to remove gun rights, Social Security concerns. If my theory is correct that he's going to try to use that as a weapon, let me tell you something. He's a tyrant. Now, as far as, let's go Brandon and FJB, it's not a matter of side. Because I will not do the F-bomb on the air. It's unprofessional. It's tacky. I made a mistake on my flagship podcast when I was about maybe almost a couple of years into it. I accidentally did drop the F-bomb on. And my friends were like, so I'm kind of like, wake up. If Biden's doing that, he's going to inflame a lot of sentiments. Because the mood of the country right now is pro-guns and pro-life. Now, there's different pundits that say, it's going to be the economy. Yeah, the economy is a top issue, okay? Over foreign policy. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. But I don't think that it is a top issue over the social issues. Pro-life, pro-gun, pro-traditional marriage. See, that's why I'm a conservative federalist. And because conservative federalists try to find some middle ground without totally and completely abandoning principle. Okay? Because I'll be honest with you, I love politics. I love talking to you guys about politics. But the fact of the matter is, Biden is making too many blunders. And supposedly, I saw some crazy news blurb about Bill Clinton complaining that, we may not have America too much longer, these divisions. Who do you think's creating the divisions? I'm not going to blame any one person. It's a reactive culture set forth by the enemy of our souls himself, the devil. Okay? COVID-19. The devil's virus. Where's it from? The pits of hell, the fires of hell. You want to address gun rights? I tell you what. Why don't we examine the deal of mental health, dang it, okay? Why does it have to be about the dang guns? Why can't we offer better mental health services for people that are really disturbed? Why can't we encourage more people who have a mental illness to go out there and reach for help, dang it? But no, look at this reactive culture. Wham, bam, look at me, I'm tough. I mean, come on. Yeah, you can tell that my Mediterranean Italian blood is starting to boil. And so what I'm going to tell you is I hope it helps. Listen to me, I hope it helps when I tell you this, okay? Listen closely. I don't want to be a part of this reactive culture. You can't escape it, but you need to find some ways to adapt to it, to live in a better world. You need to live in a better world, okay? We can move from Biden's masterpiece of misery, to a biblical masterpiece for happiness. Alright, now I do hope you enjoy listening to the James Hendricks Show. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, become a part of receiving those daily updates. It's Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, take care and be proactively informed, okay, guys? I'll see you guys Tuesday. We're going to take a look at the news from another angle. Just to let you know, suspension beginning after the afternoon of August 19th. Take care, you guys. You guys go out there and have a blessed day. God bless you.